It was put up against an EF3 Tornado and survived.
This vehicle's mission? To capture groundbreaking video and scientific data from within a tornado.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Let's go. We have to go east.
It was built in 2008 for an IMAX film directed by Sean Casey and heavily showcased in the TV docuseries Storm Chasers. TIV underwent several changes in its lifetime, which led it to this final design.
This version of the TIV has flaps that prevent wind from getting underneath the vehicle. It also has spikes that go 2 feet into the ground. These spikes were essential in keeping everybody's lives safe while during that intercept.
On the afternoon of May 27, 2013, TIV-2 arrived in Salina, Kansas, prepping to chase a moderate risk issued by the National Weather Service only hours earlier. TIV was being operated by a 3-man crew that day: IMAX filmmaker Sean Casey, navigator Brandon Ivy, and driver Herb Stein. By 6 p.m., the crew set out in a northwest direction as storms fired. As the tornado cyclone began development, Brandon directed Herb east, then north towards a dirt road, which would put them in the direct path of the storm. However, when reaching the top of a large hill situated on this road, it was clear that this was no ordinary tornado. The crew could see it had grown to almost a mile wide. An internal camera captured their conversations.
Is it a large wedge? Yeah, actually, it's coming at us. I think we need to move south because I don't have a shot.
It's important to recognize the reason why Sean was chasing this day and what his goals were. After his film Tornado Alley was completed in 2010, Sean partnered with National Geographic to produce a new film titled Extreme Weather, which focused on many natural disasters. For his segment on tornadoes, he continued to chase with the TIV-2, using his IMAX camera to capture everything as it unfolded. However, this day would prove to be more than what he bargained for. Unfortunately, the road they had taken was quickly deteriorating as rain fell around them. With the tornado closing in, Sean ordered the vehicle to be deployed. Winds intensified, lofting small objects at first, branches, tumbleweeds, leaves, but grew stronger as the vortex approached. A small farmstead to the southwest of their position was obliterated by the outer winds, sending the pieces eastward towards the TIV. Inside the vehicle, the roar ramped up, and suddenly, a large bang was heard, and the turret swung wildly, launching the 90-pound IMAX camera out of its position, wedging it between the mount and the wall. At that exact moment, the anemometer was struck by a large sheet of aluminum, destroying it completely, with the wind reading cut off at between 150 and 175 miles an hour. It's unknown how high it truly got. The core of the violent twister was upon them. Large chunks of hay swirled around at incredible speeds, taking the exterior of the vehicle. Moments later, a spark shot across the front windshield. Another piece of metal, likely from that same farmstead, was moving so fast it ignited on the bullet-resistant polycarbonate. This was followed by several other loud impacts, with one blowing open the roof hatch. The backside wall of the tornado passes the road, with the strong inflow winds trailing behind. The monster tornado would continue on towards Esben and dissipate. The trio seemed both audibly amazed but also startled with their close encounter with a truly violent tornado. They had unknowingly made history by getting the highest measured wind speeds by a tornado interceptor up to that point. Herb exclaimed, "I wish we had the anemometer. Of course, the anemometer may be gone." In the immediate aftermath, Sean would make a post on social media. "TIV just hit by very strong tornado. We are okay," and filmed IMAX. Hit with lots of debris. Door open, piece of wood entered vehicle. In the following days, the tornado was surveyed by teams at the National Weather Service, receiving a rating of EF3 with max winds of 140 miles an hour. This tornado would be followed by the much more notable Bennington, Kansas storm, and ultimately became sandwiched in between two of the most historic tornadoes from that year, Moore and El